Hello, everyone. This is an unscheduled live stream, and I don't know if anyone's going to tune in, but I just need to get this up on YouTube and out of my head. So if you're rewatching the replay, just bear with me. I didn't feel like doing a formal video because I just wanted to get this over with. So just to let you guys know, please do not pre-order my newest book, Mr. Moon's Big Move. There was a mix-up in terms of the pre-order stuff. So basically what happened is this is the first time I've done a paperback pre-order. So I set it up through Ingramspark, and I had initially set it up for the publication day and the on sale day to be July 14th. I had looked stuffed up, and that sounded right-ish. So I did that, and it popped up on Amazon, and it was on Amazon, which was great, but it wasn't for sale. So I had done some more research and some digging and trying to figure out why it wasn't for sale. And according to some forums online, people were saying that you need to set the on sale date for the date you want it to be for pre-order, and then the publication date for the date that you wanted it to go live. And they also were like, Ingramspark doesn't print your books until 10 days before the publication day. So I was like, cool, great. So that's what I did. And then I also called Ingramspark, and I was like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I just changed the on sale date to today so I can start collecting pre-orders. How long is it going to take for that to update in the system? And they were like, oh, it can take weeks to update. And so then I was angry, of course. So then I called Amazon to find out when it's going to update, and they told me 24 hours. And it actually only took 5 hours for it to show up on sale on Amazon. So Ingramspark doesn't know what they're talking about. So from there, all seemed like it was going great. I was getting people what I thought was pre-ordering. And then just today, found out from a family member of mine that they were receiving their book Friday. And I was like, no, you shouldn't be. So basically, what happened is they were printing the book and shipping the book, and the inside of the book, just as an FYI, is completely blank right now because I was just using it as filler. I had plans to update the content at the end of the month to be the either almost final content or the final content. Because at the time I hadn't finished the illustrations yet, and right now I'm about halfway through the illustrations. And so at that point, I was very angry, as you can imagine, that anyone who has pre-ordered is now getting the book shipped to them for whatever reason. And not only that, the inside of the book is completely blank. So then I called Amazon and talked to about 3 different people, and none of them knew what the heck was going on. So I figured, okay, it's not an Amazon problem. I'm going to call Ingramspark. And when I called Ingramspark, I could not even find their phone number. I know I've called them in the past, and I know it's got to be on their website somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So I did their little instant chat thing and requested to have someone call me, and they gave me a phone number. So I called, and no one talked to me. So I guess they just have a high call volume right now. So I requested a call back, and I believe I've done that in the past, and no one ever actually called me back. So I was very nervous about it, and I actually ended up talking to someone on Instagram. Oh, lo and behold, their social media presence is better than their customer service, which is not great. I wish they would change that. Get less people on social media and more people actually answering the phone. Thank you very much. So they were like, okay, I'll speed up the process. I'll let them know that you're waiting for a callback, and email them as well with the details. And I'll also make sure that they will email, or that they will call you faster, which I was very thankful for, because at this point I was very angry and very anxious because I wasn't sure what the issue was. Because I was like, did I do something wrong? Are they doing something wrong? So finally I got a call back probably about 10 minutes ago. And they let me know that the issue was that the on sale date was for May and the publication date is for July, when the book is actually supposed to be published. And he's like, basically, the publication day means nothing, and retailers go by the on sale day. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense because when I had done it correctly, because he told me you should have it for like the publication day and the on sale day ideally should be the same day. And I told him, hey, I'd done that before and I uploaded it to Amazon. Like, it showed up on Amazon, but it wasn't actually listed for sale. So I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, well, sometimes that can happen. It takes a few weeks to actually be listed for sale. To which, whatever, but that's really annoying and frustrating. Like, I get a few days for it to show up, but he told me it could take 1 to 3 weeks. And I'm sorry, that's not okay. So yeah, so I had panicked when I didn't see it listed for sale and reacted incorrectly. Now I know that. So I've had issues with Ingramspark in the past, and I have a whole YouTube video where I talk about why I don't like them and why they need to step it up. And I will admit, in some ways, they've really gone above and beyond, and they've done better. But stupid stuff like this, like they have a post where they explain, they have a post on their website where they say, if you want to set up a pre-order for a book, set a future on sale date. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, duh. But they literally, that's all they say for setting up pre-orders. They don't give examples. They don't say, if you want to do this, then you should do this. They are so vague. And their customer service, if you're doing the live chat's fine. But I'm sorry, they need more people attending to the phones, because when you don't get people attending to the phones, you get stupid people like me who react too fast and do stupid things that they later regret. So I'm just upset because I had called someone on the phone before I had announced the pre-order for the book, and I had explained to him exactly what I was doing. And I explained to him, I told him, like, my book is being published in July. So if I set the on sale date for this day, I can start making sales now. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, how long will it take to update in the system? He's like, oh, it's going to take this long. And just the fact that he wasn't like, hey, just so you know, if you set the on sale date for now, it's going to start printing right now. Like, you'd think he would have corrected me. And I completely own up to the fact that this is my screw up, but I can't help but be frustrated by the whole process. And honestly, I will probably not do paperback pre-orders in the future. I did it for this children's book because I see it pointless to have an ebook of a children's book. Like, what makes a children's book is physically having it and reading it to your child. But yeah, so lesson learned. Don't make the same screw up that I did. And for anyone who pre-ordered the book, I greatly, greatly apologize. You will get a book that has a cover and a back cover and title page and copyright page. But besides that, it's going to be blank. And I've already contacted Amazon and let them know of the issue. And they've let me know to just, if you guys receive a book that's blank, contact Amazon and they will resend you the book in July when it's actually published. I don't know if I'll be able to get the pre-orders back up and running, and I'm very disappointed by that because I had a pre-order campaign that I was actually about to launch tomorrow, which is no longer going to happen. So I think instead I'm going to shift gears and do like a fun release month campaign where if you order the book within the first month of release, you'll get some cool, fun stuff. And I'll probably figure out the same for anyone who did end up pre-ordering, especially since you are now getting a defective copy. And I think that was just about everything I was going to say. But again, this was just a quick live stream to explain what happened and hopefully to prevent it from happening for you in the future. So just as an FYI, if you want to set up a pre-order through Ingram, make sure the on sale day and the publication day are the same day. And even if it loads on Amazon and it's not listed for sale on Amazon, According to Ingramspark, it will just take a few weeks to be listed for pre-order. So that's the end of my public service announcement. And I'm going to go now. There will still be a new YouTube video tomorrow. It will be in celebration of, I talk about my children's book in that video, but again, please do not pre-order my children's book until either I say it's okay to pre-order or until release day, which is a huge bummer, but we all got to make mistakes to learn, I guess. So thank you all for watching, and I'm going to go finish doing what I was supposed to do today.